Good morning. Today it is day 3 of my Mannatech journey. Um, so I've got some updates in terms of how my experience was yesterday. So basically, after I take my products, and I think it's probably the reaction from the Ambrotose, or kind of the consequence of the Ambrotose. But basically, after taking the Ambrotose, within maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes, I start to feel pain sensations in my feet, in my legs. They're not very intense, but there's definitely some pain, and it's sort of a numb pain. And I'm hoping it's healing. I'm hoping it's like the body reactivating, nerves waking back up. But I have noticed that it does happen reasonably consistently now. It's been a few days every time I take the powders or the supplements, in like the Ambrotose powder form. Then straight after that, I kind of start feeling sensations, and those sensations are painful. So I have also yesterday, I went from having just the Ambrotose complex to also introducing an Ambrotose Life. So I thought I might as well, because there's like various seaweed bits for removing heavy metals, I might as well start introducing that in as well. So I'll take 1 scoop of Ambrotose Life and 1 scoop of Ambrotose Complex. And I might start doing 1 scoop of each morning and evening, but right now I just took one in the morning, one in the evening. Yesterday I did take a second OSP sachet, so I'm up to like the basic recommended doses for the OSP, the optimal support for living. And then I also took 2 lots of the liver supplement for detoxing the liver. So now I'm up to kind of the suggested doses of that as well. So I think today I'll probably just stay with that and maybe just take a bit of extra Ambrotose today to kind of see if taking more of the product can help speed up the healing process or whatever my body's going through to kind of get to a point where there is just no pain. Again, I woke up this morning with like this vitality inside. I had it yesterday as well, and it feels less exhausting. It doesn't mean I have much strength or stamina yet, but when I woke up, I didn't feel completely wiped out, so that's always helpful. I did have my acupuncture session yesterday, and after that, I was quite run down. And I've realized I need to just pace myself a little. 5 years of being bedbound, quite a few months of having, well, probably 6-8 months of having this pain in the legs and the feet. I can't expect these things to just clear up overnight, even though it does feel like sometimes, oh yay, it's getting better. I need to kind of just manage my own expectations around how much health benefit I can get in such a short space of time. Having said that, I am consciously trying to do as much as I can to support my health and well-being, to what I'm able to. So I'm still doing my lemon water, honey, and celery juice, and following sort of medical medium guidelines as much as I can, and health and wellness. But I am also just being patient as well. As much as I want to get more done and be more proactive and sort of start doing more things, the body needs what it needs to heal. It needs to take its own time. And so there have been other, okay. So I'm going to just kind of go off on a bit of a tangent here for a second. Not just talking about Mannatech products, but like just life in general, right? So health in general. So there's a theory that goes that basically, if you give the body what it needs, it will restore the most critical functions first, right? So if the body has any compromised aspects of itself, it starts getting the nutrition, the supplements, the tools that can help rebuild it. What it's going to do is going to go with the weakest systems first, start rebuilding those. And as those systems get stronger, then it will start upgrading other systems in your body. So, for example, if you have a weak liver and a weak kidney, or a weak digestion, then of those the body will decide which is the most critical, and that will get the surplus nutrition that's coming to the body first. And then once that's stabilized, then the body switches to like whatever's next. Obviously, the body is much more complex than that. It works synergistically with all of the organs and all the hormones and everything. And there's like a complexity to the body that's like, it's not just any one thing. And obviously, it's doing everything it needs to all the time, anyways. However, this idea of like one critical organ or one critical set of systems getting worked on before then it addresses other issues, it's kind of an idea that I'm sort of almost sort of hijacking from some of the energy healing work I've come across with Oliver Nino. And what Oliver Nino says, he's an energy healer, by the way, like he's helped hundreds of thousands of people around the world. And, he regularly holds events with like thousands of people virtually. And with the healing, what he says is that healing happens at the most important layer first, and it happens on the most important aspect of you first. And then as things get healed, then like other things can start healing as well. So for example, if you have challenges in your relationships, in your money, in your health, then like, when healing happens, it'll happen in the order or sequence that needs to be done for you, for yourself, for whatever you're going through in your life. And so that idea of things happening sequentially, I kind of feel like it's something, I don't know if I've heard it specifically from anyone. It may be a thing, it may not. It's just an idea right now, just a theory I'm playing with, that basically the body will heal in the sequence of priority for the organs. So that means whichever organ's the most compromised, that's going to get working first. And then it's like if you've got a horse-drawn carriage and you've got like 30 horses, 50 horses, but only like 2 or 3 of them are actually able to pull the carriage, and the rest of them, they're just about able to keep themselves moving and not die. And then it's like, as you gradually make each one of those horses healthier, then they can also start pulling the carriage, and then gradually you get all the horses pulling the carriage, and then you've got that massive effect of like, 30 horses all pulling a carriage instead of just like 2 or 3, and 30 horses, like, 28 horses that are running beside them but not pulling their own weight. So I kind of feel like that when it comes to health is kind of all the systems are firing and all of them are running as best they can, but the most critical systems are the ones that are being addressed first. And as they get addressed, then the less critical ones will then also get extra benefit. So with that in mind, obviously when you start taking supplementation, when you start introducing changes in your diet, in your lifestyle, there's going to be a sequence to kind of what gets fixed first. And because I've got so much that's wrong with me, it's like, okay, it might take a bit of a time. So anyways, it normally takes like, 3 to 6 weeks to start to see any noticeable benefit. So the fact that I'm feeling some benefit already in like 2-3 days is huge. It's massive. But I don't take it for I don't take it for granted. And I certainly don't take it lightly that this is the beginning of a journey. It's exciting, right? And you know what kids are like on like, when they're about to get a gift or a present, and it's exciting, the anticipation of like what's to come. It's like, the excitement of having a body that isn't in pain. Like, that's all I'm looking forward to. Just not being in pain. Because I know that if I can get to that point, then maybe I can start moving again a bit more. If I can start moving again a bit more, then maybe I can start like, contributing to my well-being through mobility as well as through what I eat and what I drink. And if I can start to do that, oh my God, just not even the vision of, but just the possibility that there might be a chance that I might be able to be physically active again in my life. Oh my God, like, for those that don't know, like, I used to love to dance. I'd go dancing for like 5-6 hours at a time. I used to do dance classes. I used to enjoy like teaching salsa and dancing salsa. And when I was at uni, I would do jazz, tap, ballet, contemporary, and just moving. allowing the body to move. Like, it just gives me so much joy watching other people moving. And I yearn for the days that I could move my own body as well. And just learn to get mastery of it. And just to be mobile again. To not be in pain. To not be hurting. And it's like, I go out of my way to watch videos on YouTube of like people doing mobility work and people doing all sorts of, what the latest thing is around movement and being healthy and flexible and agile. And it's just like, oh my God, like, I so wish I could do some of that stuff. And in the past, I was afraid of doing it just because I didn't want to compromise my health further. And also, I didn't have the support around me to be able to do things. And so, if I get into a position like laying on the floor, it'd take a while for me to get back up. And only because, like, I didn't have the strength necessarily or the practice anymore because I've been so immobile on a bed for so long. And even just things like walking, I mean, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but honestly, when your capacity to walk is taken away from you, you really learn to appreciate just being able to take a few steps, just being able to stand even. So anyways, I'm really hopeful. I'm like, I mean, up until, a week ago, I didn't even think I could find a solution out of the pain. And now it's like subsiding so much. Like, honestly, I cannot tell you what joy and what relief it is to just not be in pain all the time. I mean, I can tolerate the pain I have right now. And even more so because I know it'll end. There might be a chance that this ends and I don't have to keep suffering this throughout the rest of my life. And I can't begin to tell you how just the possibility of that, just that alone, just the possibility that that might happen, it just keeps my spirits high. I'm really looking forward to kind of what happens on this journey. And that's why I'm kind of taking the time to record these videos every day and just kind of share what I'm going through, because I want to be as transparent as I can. Right? I take the product and I get more pain. I get sensations of pain, but they're dull, they're numb, they're not sharp like before. And I can tolerate that for now because it feels like it's healing. It feels like something's getting better. It's not as painful as it was before. And so I just hope if I keep going, each time it gets less and less intense until eventually, like, I can take the product and, like, my body's healed enough that, like, it doesn't have to keep triggering that pain sensation. Who knows? Time will tell. But that's why I'm chronicling my journey every day. And I may make this public, I may not, I don't know. But for now, at least I want to keep this as a record for myself, at least. And just, to share with a few people along my journey, just for that extra support and encouragement if I can. Because honestly, those things make such a difference. Just having people cheering you on from the sides. So anyways, that's my day 3 update. Today I'll probably do at least 2 scoops minimum. One of complex, one of life. I may do both, or like do 2 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. I'll see like what my intuition tells me. But I'm definitely taking my 2 packets of OSP today, and I've certainly got my full liver. I might start on the sport. I might wait until Monday for that and just increase my Ambrotose first. And then it gives me a chance to like get prepared to introduce another new product into the process. But yeah, it's promising. It's promising, and I'm overly optimistic. But you gotta have things to look forward to in life, right? So anyway, I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. And that is my day 3 update for now. Bye.